Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 15 of the 31 Days of Horror. T-Bougie86 here again, and I got a film from 2006. Yes, been doing a lot of 2006 films lately. It's been kind of weird the way it works out, but this is one that I actually wanted to revisit. I seen this film once, and I wanted to actually revisit it and find out my thoughts on it, really, because I wasn't really a reviewer then when I actually did watch this one. So this one was recommended to me and I picked it up. It had a very interesting cover, but unbeknownst, this actual image is not in the actual film. It's a film from the Netherlands, and it goes by the title of Slaughter Night. Yes. A really interesting cover, but like I said, it doesn't happen in the movie. Well, there is a shotgun in the movie, but that's about it. Pretty much the main plot of this one, we're introduced to our main character, Crystal, who, as we first meet her, and her father is actually brutally killed in a car accident in the beginning of the film. And we find out that her father was actually writing this manuscript about these serial killers, and they're going to publish his book. So she ends up going to where he was studying his last thing for this manuscript, in this mine area where he was studying this child killer who was also a fireman, but not our traditional fireman. He was a fireman like what they used to do with convicts back then was they could either die from the noose or they could go into this methane-filled mine and be burned alive. And if they survive, they are spared and free to go. But if they die, they die. So pretty much what ends up happening is they end up going to this mine and getting the manuscript, but they get invited on to go on to a tour of the mine underneath on the ground. So they end up accepting the offer, her and her friends who have traveled with her to get the manuscript in the first place. And what ends up happening is that they find out more about this serial killer that was burned alive in this mine and what he did. And what his intentions were. We find out that he is actually into like sorcery and like some kind of witchcraft type deal. And unbeknownst, they end up getting trapped in the mine, and they're not alone. They end up finding out that the spirit of this serial killer is actually still inside this mine and has the ability to possess their bodies one by one and try to take them out. That's pretty much the main plot. It's pretty much them trying to survive against this undead spirit, kind of like a demonic force type deal. So with that plot, and my thoughts on the film, has some interesting moments. It's kind of like My Bloody Valentine meets Evil Dead in a way. The way that this spirit is able to possess people, and the mindset and the course is really great. This whole film takes place in this great like mindset and very atmospheric, dark, and it always has that subject matter of maybe that this mine is filled with methane, especially when you see characters smoking and stuff. And there's some like weird like character development in the beginning of the film where we get to learn the characters on their travel, especially the Crystal character, who's a very strong character, I have to say. The way her character develops through the film is magnificent. And another plus for this film, though, some great kills and some fucking awesome gore scenes. Yes, this film has some of the greatest fucking gore, like heads getting split in half and this craziness, like decapitation scenes galore in this one. Really great paced film. I really did enjoy like the atmosphere of the mindset and the way that Andreas Martins, the killer, when he's possessed, actually takes over, is very Evil Dead reminiscent when we first see the possessions happening in the film. And when he gets more suitable inside of a body, he kind of carries on to his persona, even wearing like the garments that he wore when he was first in the mine. So I did like that aspect of it. We kind of see like these characters transforming into this guy as they are manifested with his spirit. So I did like that aspect of it. And like I said, great kills, great tension throughout, and it just has a great pace in this film. It's a very well-paced film. Only thing that kind of bugged me was some of one character in particular I didn't really care for because she was like the party girl of the bunch. But it didn't take me out of it because of the aspect of her like just bitching and moaning of the film. She's one of those type of characters. But other than that, it's nothing too distracting for the rest of the plot. I did enjoy a lot of the character development and the characters for that matter. There's great tension between them and just great like action. This film's like fully packed with action. So if I had to rate Slaughter Night, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. Very solid film from the Netherlands. I highly enjoyed this one. Very underrated, and I had to say because I don't, like I said, it was recommended to me by a few of my friends and stuff. But I don't hear a lot of people talk about this one, and I think a lot of people should check this, especially those who like the mindset of horror. Like it's not overused a lot in some of the films that it is used in. I kind of like okay. They're not like the greatest things ever, but this one's really awesome, especially with like the stuff that's going on within it. And I really did like the story and the aspect of like the supernatural things and just the kills in general. Really awesome shit. So Slaughter Night, 8 out of 10. Great release from Tartan Video. Of course, this is not their Asian Extreme line because it's not an Asian film, but it comes with like a 25-minute like making of documentary and like outtakes and just trailers and stuff like that. Nothing too mind-blowing of a release, but has some special features if you want to know more about the film. It comes with like in-depth with like the filmmakers and crew and the actors and stuff like that. Really cool thing. So yeah. Alright guys, that's it for day 15. I'll be back tomorrow with day 16 as always. Hope you're enjoying the series because I'm Def Am. So I'll see you then. Peace out.